Are these drugs too good to be true? Why are young people especially so drawn to them? For more, we are joined by Eli Thompson, a Gen Z journalist. Eli, so much to talk about. Welcome to the show. What is drawing young men in your generation to use these peptides?
Yeah, I mean, there was a recent poll that just came out that said for the first time, young men are more concerned about their image than young women. And so there's all
Wow.
this stuff on social media taught where young men are very worried about their image. They want to look better, and these peptides have sold them the way. Uh, you know, these are all over social media. You look at influencers online, like Clavicular is one of them. He's a popular social media influencer who pushes these peptides. He has millions of followers, and he's been all around these podcasts. He was on one with Sean Hannity the other day. And they're selling that as the way to look better. It's the way to get girls. It's the way to do whatever you want in your life. And it's become a real danger to young men all across the country and all around the world.
Yeah, I can't imagine the pressure on these young men to do this. There are some medical professionals. They're warning about the possible negative effect from unproven, unregulated peptides. I want to play something from a pharmacist.
This is really alarming. There aren't that many other substances where people are injecting into themselves, where you see that the clinical evidence is so lacking and yet the practice is so prevalent.
So, Eli, does the FDA panel saying the agency should drop some of the current restrictions give you hope that people will have greater access to safe peptide use, or do you believe that people will still go for those unregulated compounded versions?
Well, it's a tough question because on one hand, you have a lot of these dangers are coming from, not being tested and or people doing them themselves. A New York Magazine reported that 30% of the peptides that have been tested are either mislabeled or have been contaminated with toxins or foreign bacteria. But I'd still like to see them tested before we regulate them and allow people to use them, even through doctors. There's been no testing done on these, and many medical professionals, like the one we just listened to, have expressed great concern about the effects that this will give. Like one of the biggest drugs, BPC 157, is reported to cause an increase in angiogenesis, which is a major factor in cancer. So I'd like to see more tests done on these drugs before we just regulate them like the FDA just did. But I think there will be some good effects because there will be, if you get it through a doctor, there's a lot less likelihood of it being contaminated and a lot less likelihood of it being overdosed or mixed in with foreign bacteria.
Yeah, know the source, do your research. I think that's always good advice. Eli, I want to take some time to talk to you about another story, the Tate brothers. Their primary audience is young men in your generation. We know they're both fighting extradition to the United Kingdom. They face 38 new charges, including sexual assault. Knowing that, why do you believe that their primary audience, which is young men, why do you think so many young men look up to these brothers, to these two men?
Well, I don't think they believe, first of all, I don't think they believe the charges. I think the people that really listen to them listen to what they say, and that all these people are after them, that they make up this evidence, that all this stuff is not true, even though it is, even though there's great evidence that it's true. The Tate brothers didn't create this insecurity. Like the poll I mentioned, where more young men are now worried about their looks, they feed off of insecurities like that. And just like the influencer Clavicular, they feed them away to take it back, and they profit off of it big time. It goes beyond politics. It goes beyond all that. It's about self-improving, and they're selling them a vision that is just impossible and that themselves are not even close to being recognized. Like,
Right.
they're selling them that they're going to be this great, strong, masculine men that they are not.
Yeah.
And so
They're playing on
young people still buy it.
Yeah, they're playing on young people's insecurity. We'll see how that case plays out. I really appreciated this conversation, Eli. Eli Thompson, please come back to the show. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.